Start with us and you'll be amazed at what you can learn and save in 2 years. Our 4 convenient campuses offer smaller classes, personal attention, and an exciting campus life, all at a fraction of the cost of major universities. Shape your future and your schedule with day, night, or online classes at Alabama Southern. Get started now at ascc.edu.
Welcome back. This week in the ACCC gets underway as we talk with the head basketball coach at Alabama Southern, Coach William Brown. Coach, you've got the unique perspective of the game of basketball in that you do both the men's and women's.
No, just the men.
Just the men. Okay, I was told otherwise, though. So you got just the men. Well, then you got your hands full, and especially when you consider the fact that you got here not far before the start of the season. So how did you get prepared in such a short period of time?
Well, we just been working on the floor and off the floor, pushing these guys, making sure they're going to class, doing what they're supposed to do, and also coming to the gym, get some extra work in. Most importantly, I want them to find a rhythm with each other so we can be a cohesive unit.
What do you expect out of your squad? You look at the preseason predictions, and you're predicted to be in the top 10, about the number 7 team in the ACCC. What about you? Is 7 satisfactory? Do you think it's a team that can do better than that 7?
Definitely not. We're going to be in that top tier. We're going to be a hard-working team. We're going to get after it. We're going to be a scrappy bunch. We're going to be fun to watch.
What do we expect from you?
Wins.
What kind of wins, though? I mean, are you a run-and-gun style, more defensive-oriented?
We're definitely defensive-oriented. Like I said, we want to get after it. We want to be scrappy. We want to push the tempo some, get the crowds involved, and just have fun.
What is satisfactory to you, though? I mean, is there a season mark that you've got to attain for you to believe it was, or feel like it was a successful season? What determines success in your mind?
National tournament. National tournament, that's what we're looking forward to. That's our goal. That's been our motto. That's been our theme. That's what we're trying to do.
Of course, the national tournament happens in Kansas. Last year was MMI, so this year you plan on unseating Military Institute and playing in that, make that Marion Military Institute and play in that national title, or at least in the tournament. So you've set lofty goals. You got Pensacola State to begin with, some tough competition. How do you prepare against a Panhandle Conference team?
Well, one game at a time. We got to deal with Pensacola tonight. They're tough. They're part of that Panhandle Conference, and they're always tough. So as long as we grit and grind and have fun out here, we'll be competitive.
Coach, good luck. Congratulations on the new coaching position here at Alabama Southern, and good luck against this Pensacola State squad.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. William Brown, who is the basketball coach here for the men at Alabama Southern. We will be back with a conversation with Daniel Head right after we take a break. There's folks trying to meander in, so we'll do that after this. Me is the athletic director, head baseball coach for Alabama Southern, Daniel Head. First of all, Coach, I know it's kind of cramped quarters, but that's good. You got a good crowd on hand tonight, so it's made things a little tight for us. But you got to be pleased with the number of people who have come out to watch basketball here on the 8th day of November.
This is a great night for our athletic department. We've got a great community support for our basketball program, and it's a good start. We have 2 new coaches, and our men's coach, William Brown, and Mandy Armstrong, with a women's coach, to have their debut tonight in front of a great home crowd, and we're expecting an exciting men's game here coming up.
Tell us about the process of signing up a Panhandle Conference team to come to Monroeville. Arguably, the Panhandle Conference, one of the toughest in basketball. They year in, year out have a lot of D1 players that move on to play at some of the bigger 4-year schools. But you decided this was a team that you needed to bring here to maybe gauge the caliber of talent one against the other.
Right. We're not, we want to play every level of competition that we can in the non-conference. Obviously, the better competition to play, the more that you have an idea what your team can do playing against good competition. And, you get a good measuring stick early on playing a good quality opponent. And we feel that we have a chance to go out and play with them. And your strengths, you'll show what you can do good, and you also can show your weaknesses and go back and work on it to get better for the conference.
You got to talk a little baseball. You've got multiple duties as the AD and as the baseball coach. Baseball season coming up year in, year out. Alabama Southern is always very competitive. What do you look for in this year's team?
I'm excited about the team we have this year. We return arguably 8 of our 9 position players in our lineup. So we have a lot of experience with this team. We have a young pitching staff, but we have our top 2 pitchers back. So I think we got a great group of kids. Last year's team was the number 1 ranked academic baseball team in the state, 13th in the country, and that was due to our large freshman class. And those guys are back, so they're good kids, they're good students, they're smart kids, they work hard, and we're in our off-season workouts right now, and we're just excited about the 2017 baseball season.
Shelton State in years gone by has been very tough to beat. In the last few years, it has been Chat Valley. That pitching staff, is it competitive with Chat Valley? And is Chat Valley the team to beat this year?
They're 3 years in a row, won the state, gone to the national tournament. Chattahoochee Valley is the measuring stick for baseball in our state right now. Coach Adam Thomas does a great job. In 2014, they defeated us in the championship game to go to the World Series. And, we want to get back there. And I think we have a group of kids that want to get back there. And we just got to work hard every day to get in that position. But, we'll see what we're made of. And a lot of inexperience on the mound, but I like what we have to put together. And hopefully it transitions to a good year for us.
Talk about what I've heard Steve Helms with LBW talk about before, and that is how difficult it is to recruit these athletes when you are from a smaller community and you don't necessarily have the amenities that would attract an athlete like a Tuscaloosa would or some of the bigger communities. How difficult is it to attract athletes to a small community?
Well, it has some negatives being a small town, not having the resources of a Mobile, a Baldwin County, a Tuscaloosa, a Birmingham. But to me, you get kids, if they come here, they know what they're getting into, and they want to be here for Alabama Southern. So they may play a little bit harder for the name on the front of the jersey, and it's not about they're coming here for the baseball program, for the school. There's not anything else to do, So, where if you go to somewhere like a Tuscaloosa or Mobile or Birmingham, you got places that, there's extracurricular activities that would draw kids to those places, and sometimes that sometimes doesn't work well with those situations. So.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here. Congratulations on a spectacular night. You're giving away Alabama Southern T-shirts. Thank you for mine, by the way. I'm going to be donning that soon. And also, always competitive is Alabama Southern in the world of baseball. We look forward to the season coming up.
Thank you for having us. You guys do a great job of promoting the ACCC athletics. Our baseball tournament's been a hit, and we're just happy to have you on campus. And I know you guys are coming back in the spring, so we look forward to that opportunity. And this is just a great environment for collegiate athletics and especially junior college athletics. So we're happy to be here.
Thanks so much, Daniel Head. He's the AD and baseball coach here. We're back with more right after we take a break on ACCC, the Sports Network.
The smart path to a 4-year degree begins at Alabama Southern. Start with us and you'll be amazed at what you can learn and save in 2 years. Our 4 convenient campuses offer smaller classes, personal attention, and an exciting campus life, all at a fraction of the cost of major universities. Shape your future and your schedule with day, night, or online classes at Alabama Southern. Get started now at ascc.edu.
Welcome back this week in the ACCC, and we're talking about Alabama Southern. William Brown, the new basketball coach, he'll make his debut here in just a few moments as the men of Pensacola State are in town to take on the men of Alabama Southern. And, of course, Daniel Head, he's the AD, he's the baseball coach. Boy, baseball at Alabama Southern, always fun to watch, and this year, I'm sure, no exception with all the returning starters. Well, with this week in the ACCC, not a whole lot to talk about that we didn't talk about last week. So we're going to wrap up this week's edition of the show with a reminder. Tip-off is 7.5 minutes away as the men of Alabama Southern and the men of Pensacola State tangle. Don't you go anywhere. We'll have the coverage for you shortly on the ACCC Sports Network.